Hi, welcome or welcome back to Books and Bocadillos. My name is Mariandrea, and today I have my favorite summer obsessions 2025. I last did a video kind of like this. I don't think I titled it My Favorite Summer Obsessions. I think I titled it My Favorite Things of Summer, and I'll link the video. But in 2023, I did a video in which I talked about my favorite things of summer that year. And then I didn't do one in 2024. And I was thinking the other day, I should do a video of my favorite things about summer this year and realized I hadn't done it in a bit. So here I am. It is Feel Good Friday because it is still Friday, August 8th. And you probably won't see this until Saturday, but this is another episode of Feel Good Friday. I am recording on a Friday. You will see this on Saturday, and that's okay. So for my Feel Good Friday video, I want to talk about my summer obsessions. I am breaking these down into 3 categories. My channel name is Books and Bocadillos, so the first category is books, the second category is food, and the third category is other. Other fun obsessions. So I'm going to get started with books. The first obsession of summer is Sudoku. I was able to pick this up at my local Barnes & Noble. It was in the clearance section, and it is a Sudoku in this really nice faux leather kind of cover. And the puzzles in here are large print, and the ink is like brown, and it's a soft brown. The pages feel like they're a soft white, easy on the eyes, large print. So a range of easy to difficult. I am getting into Sudoku, and it's all things kind of puzzles and things have been a bit of a summer obsession for me this summer. Next is my nature journal. I went on a nature walk a few weeks ago, and I took my nature journal. I got this at a local indie bookstore that specializes in children's books. It's called Storybook Garden, the Storybook Garden. And I picked this up, and I take it with me whenever I go on a hike. And I do entries in it. I love these pages. So let me show you. They're broken up into seasons. So it's just like a spread, a blank spread for the summer. The colors are based on the season, and the nature bits are also based on the season. There's room to draw. Like this is fall, so this is what I'll be looking forward to in the fall. I've had this for a couple of years, and because the entries are like this, where it's just you put in like one day and this is what you do for that day. It's a bit of like it's like little moments from across the last couple of years. And then it has sections where you can learn to draw things in nature. So I took this with me. I just to doodle and be able to find things. This is what I wanted to show you. Every once in a while, like this is from a couple of years ago, I find little bits of nature and then I press them in the pages. So I had this one pressed here, and it's nice and dry and pressed flat. So I will be able to like maybe seal it and craft, and as I'm looking at it through the light, it looks like translucent. It looks really, really cool. So I collected a feather on a nature walk the other day, and I'm gonna try to do something crafty with it. So that's what I do with my nature journal. Ebooks. I feel like in the summer I read more ebooks than any other time of year. I don't know what it is about summer that I find myself consuming more ebooks. But I really enjoy ebooks, maybe because I spending time outdoors or the hammock, time on the hammock. I haven't spent as much time on the hammock as I would have liked this year. It's been a busy summer, but I guess I just carry my Kindle around and I have a good collection of ebooks to choose from. So yeah, summer and ebooks are a thing for me. Currently, I am reading Deanie by Judy Blume. I'm more than halfway through. I'm really hoping I get to finish that one definitely in the next week, if not in the next, like probably this weekend is what I'm hoping for. And that'll be one of my youngest reads. And then I mentioned spending time in nature, and poetry is something I love year round, but I just wanted to shout out this collection since I'm shouting out spending time in nature. I like Ada Limon's anthology, You Are Here, Poetry in the Natural World. I love this cover. I love this kind of artwork. This is the same kind of artwork that is in the Nature Journal. So it's fun. It kind of aligns. And it's just different poets who submitted work to this collection. I don't know why I opened up to this one and I just paused and I'll read this. So poet Ashley M. Jones. A little bit about Ashley M. Jones. Ashley M. Jones is the poet laureate of Alabama. She is the author of 3 award-winning poetry collections, including most recently Reparations Now. She is a co-editor of What Things Cost, an anthology for the people. Her work has been featured on CNN, BBC, Good Morning America, ABC News, and New York Times. She is the Associate Director of the University Honors Program at the University of Alabama in Birmingham, and she teaches in a low residency of MFA program at Converse University. And this is the poem that she submitted for this collection, this anthology. Lullaby for the Grieving at the Sipsey River. Make small steps in this wild place. There are signs of life everywhere. Sharp spaces to the slip of a rain-glazed rock against my searching feet. Small steps like prayers. Each one a hope exhaled into the tree. Please let me enter. Please let me leave whole. There are 2, the tiny seconds of faraway birds, the safety in their promise of song, the puddle forming finally after summer rain. The golden butterfly against the cave dark. Maybe there are angels here, too. What else can I call the crown of light atop the leaves? What else can I call my footsteps forward? Small, small, sure. So that's that collection. And finally, okay, my favorite book of summer. So far, I'm still, early on in August, and I'm still not done with my big book summer reading. But so far, my favorite book of summer has been, can you guess? Any ideas? Okay, Untamed by Silvia Moreno-Garcia. I can talk about this in a separate review video that I want to do, but for now, okay. Untamed Shore was the Books and Bocadillos book club pick for the month of July. I thought initially that it was going to be a thriller, and it's not a thriller, it's a crime. It's crime fiction. And it was gritty and summery. It definitely felt the summer vibes. I could feel the heat of the Baja California dusty terrain, part desert, part beach, and rocks, maybe canyons. I could just feel like It was hot and dry and blistering, and that's what this book was. Hot and dry and blistering. This was surprising. This was a surprising book to me. I'm still trying, as you can see, I'm still processing it. I'm still trying to find the words, but I am looking forward to doing a review. But in terms of summer vibes and the feeling of summer captured in a book, this book captures the feeling of summer. This book feels like summer. In so many ways, it feels like summer to me. So this is my favorite summer read because it feels spot on to summer, the summer vibes. So this is Untamed Shore by Silvia Moreno-Garcia. Okay, moving on to food. I mentioned this before. I think my obsession in the summer this year is iced tea. I seriously cannot live without iced tea. This isn't iced tea. This is like a kombucha soda, but most of the time I'm drinking an iced tea. And specifically, I've talked about, so I don't, these are not ads. I don't get paid for any of these shout outs, but Celestial Seasonings brand has a summer like iced tea mix, and it's like a half and half tea, half black tea, half lemonade. It's really, really good. I really liked that. They also, Celestial Seasonings also has one that is like citrus. So it's like orange. That one I don't like as much alone, but I do like the iced tea, the citrus iced tea mixed with a spindrift. There's this one that is like island passion fruit or island guava or something like that. It's like islandy vibes, like kind of passion fruit, um, sparkling water. So that sparkling water, that spindrift sparkling water mixed with the citrus is like so good. I also got a loose leaf mix of iced tea at my local natural grocers. And so shout out to natural grocers. I don't know if you have one in your community, but I really like that supermarket. And they have these like bulk bags of bulk like loose leaf tea. And there was one that was like kind of like island punch or something like that, tropical green tea, and it's got like flower and fruity bits in it, and it is so good. So I really like that tea as well. I think it's a green tea. Then my husband and I are obsessed with Topo Chico. So Topo Chico is not paying me for this, but I love Topo Chico. We're obsessed with Topo Chico around here. So I like this agua mineral, like preparada with like tajin and lime, and that's my favorite way, and a lot of ice. But it's my favorite way to drink a Topo Chico, but I also really just enjoy the mineral water. So this is an obsession. And where is this one? This chocolate is so good. So this is empty. I've eaten it all. I've consumed it. I need to go back and restock. But this is HU, Get Back to Human brand. This is a nut butter filled cashew butter and raspberry dark chocolate. And it is so good. This is like my favorite dark chocolate yet. Like so good. I will restock soon. I think I'm gonna use that as a bookmark. So I have it. I have the empty wrapper because I just want to make it into a bookmark. And I've I think I shared on here about peaches. I'm obsessed with peaches in the summer. Anything from peach cobbler to peach ice cream to just peach, fresh fruit peach with like this chamoy. So this is the chamoy brand that I use. It's called Cham Organic Hibiscus Artisanal Chamoy. Chamoy is like a spicy, fruity. My mouth is starting to water. I'm salivating here. Chamoy is like a spicy, fruity, um, topping, like not like a sauce because it's very thick in its consistency. It's just so good. It's got a little bit of spice and a little bit of sweet. And it's my favorite fruity topping. So like fresh fruit, I just like to top it with that and some tahini, and it's like so good. So you could probably order that online. Um, there's a local to me like deli bakery place that sells it. That's where we purchase it. It is from Mexico. It's a Mexican product. So I'm able to get it locally here on the border, but if you're not here on the border, you could probably find it online. Otherwise, I'll link a recipe for chamoy. You know, tariffs stink a lot. And if you're in the US, you may not be able to get it. But I'll put a recipe for how to DIY it in case you're interested in trying it. Okay, then I have these Siete cookies. Again, Siete is not paying me to say how much I love these cookies. These early grain-free hint of Mexican vanilla chocolate chip mini cookies. I'm so addicted to those cookies. I initially tried them out. I bought like the little packs and I took the little bags with me for traveling. When I traveled to Tennessee a couple of months ago, or like a month and a half ago, and I just loved having them as treats in my backpack when I was traveling. I loved them so much that when I found that big bag, I think I found that big bag at, is it at Costco? I think I found that big bag at Costco. I ended up buying it because I love those cookies so much, and I just feel like it's just better to use the reusable little packs and pack a snack from it in these like reusable rather than buying like a bunch of little bags. So I'm obsessed with that big bag of chocolate chip Mexican vanilla cookies. And sure, I love making my own home baked chocolate chip cookies, but sometimes in like when you're traveling, when I'm commuting, I just want a little bit of like just a little snack, a tiny snack of something sweet, just a cookie. And I haven't baked. It's a good hack to be able to have. And another like life-saving snack these days is dried fruit. I love dried mango, dried apple, dried peaches, dried pear. Those are my favorite dried fruit in the summer. Okay, so now other mahjong. I am obsessed with mahjong. I am currently obsessed with my game on my phone, the mahjong game on my phone, but I do have the board game and I'm trying to find local friends who want to learn to play mahjong. So I would love to have like a mahjong um, meetup. If I could find friends that are as obsessed or as into mahjong as I am, just would love to be able to have like on a weekend just a meetup and we could play mahjong. Um, Kind of like the people get together in like parks and stuff to play chess or dominoes. I'm obsessed with mahjong. Next, I have my summer playlist. I made a summer playlist. I love having a summer playlist. I love the sounds of summer. I love things that feel like summer, that feel upbeat, that feel a little new and experimental. And my summer playlist has all the new songs of the year that I am just obsessed with keeping them on a replay. Out Latino. So a lot of my my new music education comes from the podcast Out Latino by NPR. I love getting recommendations from Felix and Ana Maria Sayer for new music, and they have delivered, and they, in great parts, inspired my summer playlist this year. So I'm grateful for them. I'm also really obsessed with Latino USA. I feel like sometimes in the fall and the spring particularly, things get really busy and I don't keep up with podcasts, but this summer I've been doing a catch up of all the Latino USA episodes I've missed. And so I'm finally caught up with my Latino USA podcast, and they had this one episode recently where they talked about Mexican telenovela villains. Oh my god, yes. We talked about Soraya Montenegro as like the ultimate villana villain, and I just loved it so much. I agreed wholeheartedly. Villains really do make a telenovela. So I feel like the actors who play these villains really are incredible. I think that's like the best acting job is a villain role. Next I have the beach. Okay, my beach is South Padre Island off the Gulf Coast, and I love it. I had the opportunity to take a friend out to the beach. A friend came to visit a few weeks ago from good old H-Town and got a chance to take her to the beach and really had a good time. And I couldn't stop bragging on just how beautiful the beach is and how much I love it. And it was such a wonderful beach day. It's so good. I love a perfect beach day, and I had the perfect beach day a few weeks ago, and that was amazing. And I cannot wait to go back and have another perfect beach day. So thank you to South Padre Island for just a wonderful beach experience. And if you have a beach near you, go hang out by the waves. I almost felt like it renewed me in some ways. I love it. I love going and doing a dip in the beach and letting the waves crash over you, and it is so much fun. I have been, though, a little bit more paranoid about sharks lately, because I think it was last year when we had that shark encounter. And so since then, I just feel like I'm a little bit more nervous, but it just maybe it kind of comes in, and I kind of don't let it keep me from enjoying being in the water. But that was a lot of fun. Okay, TikTok. A couple of new TikToks that I am following. So these are new to me TikToks, and I find that I really like TikTok. I want to learn how to do more TikTok content. But for now, a couple of content creators, they're not bookish. One of them is Reina Mar on TikTok, and she does a lot of covers, famous, very well-known Mexican songs. So I think she has a beautiful voice, and I really love her covers. And Dr. Vegan on TikTok has some really good recipes. I'll see if I can link either a link or like a recipe in the description box, but I find that Dr. Vegan on TikTok has some really interesting and like new recipes, really interesting vegan recipes. So if you're vegan or plant-based, you might enjoy, want to check it out. Let me know if you're already following Dr. Vegan and what is your favorite recipe from his TikTok. And lastly, I think the motto of the summer for me has been live life like a quinceañera. Live life like you're a quinceañera or you're at a quinceañera. Have you been to a quinceañera lately? If you haven't been to a quinceañera lately, go to a quinceañera. Next time someone invites you, go and just let it wash over you. Soak it all in. Get out on the dance floor. Move your body. Have fun. Enjoy the music. Dance with friends. Be playful. Be silly. Have a good time. I went to quinceañera a few weeks ago, and it was a really wonderful experience. I think the motto for the summer is live like a quinceañera. That's it. Be fabulous. Live like you're wearing a crown. You're being fabulous, and be have grace and dance and dance and dance and be a friend and dance with friends and love your family and be playful, be silly, and be sweet. And even when you don't feel like all that, like even when things don't feel like life is crazy, the world is crazy, it's all a mess sometimes. But I feel like just when you close your eyes and you imagine the quinceañera vibes, it kind of makes it all a little bit better and gives you a reason to hope. So for me, that's why my motto is live like a quinceañera. Thank you so much for watching. I am really curious to know what your summer obsessions are. Please let me know in the description box, and I will come back soon for more content, probably in regards to my reading for August. Hasta la próxima.